Welcome to Good Morning KU. I'm Maddie Schultz.
And I'm Caroline Burkhardt. Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia's unexpected death on Saturday continues to stir controversy. Conservatives are wary of foul play and cite the lack of an autopsy as evidence. With several high-profile Supreme Court cases on the horizon and the imminent departure of the Obama administration, both Democrats and Republicans are hoping to gain an advantage with the eventual nomination of Scalia's replacement.
How would you feel about having to pay a toll to drive on K-10? Well, they're not talking about the highway between Lawrence and Kansas City just yet, but for those of you who commute from Lecompton or Topeka, there's a strong possibility of a new exchange at the K-10 interchange with I-70. Area residents are most concerned with having to pay a toll to get to Lawrence.
Another Lawrence traffic proposal would also create inconvenience for drivers who take the shortcut from K-10 to Castle Drive. The Castle Curve, as it is known, is a small country road that connects the two roads, but with the expansion of the South Lawrence Trafficway, there is concern for the safety of this road.
Good news for Lawrence residents, Big's Barbecue on Mass Street is about to reopen. The restaurant closed after a fire last March damaged both Big's and the Ladybird Diner. Owner Doug Holliday said he plans to reopen on either Thursday or Friday.
Just a quick reminder for the journalism students in the advertising club, KU grad Ryan Hobbs will be the guest speaker at tonight's meeting. Ryan is a media buyer at KeyPath Education. The meeting is at 7 p.m. in Stauffer Flint Room 100, and pizza will be provided.
The men's basketball team clobbered Oklahoma State last night in Allen Fieldhouse. Despite allowing the Cowboys to get close in the second half, KU pulled away late for a 94-67 victory. The win gives the Jayhawks a half-game lead over Idle West Virginia in the Big 12 standings.
And finally, the Grammys. Taylor Swift was again the big winner as the pop star collected awards for the Album of the Year and Best Music Video. The Record of the Year went to Uptown Funk by Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars. The Song of the Year was Ed Sheeran's Thinking Out Loud, and Meghan Trainor was named Best New Artist. Maddie, did you watch the Grammys?
I actually didn't get to watch the Grammys all the way through, but I did catch the highlights this morning, and I was following it on Twitter last night. I was so excited about Ed Sheeran's win for Best Song of the Year. I think it's so deserving. Thinking Out Loud completely blew up. I personally love Ed Sheeran. I've seen him twice in concert. I love him.
Yes. Thinking Out Loud is one of my favorite songs. Did you see Taylor Swift's, her speech?
I did see her speech, and I wasn't super pleased with it. It's her speech for Best Album of the Year. She can say whatever she wants, but, for those of you who didn't catch it, she talks about how Kanye West called her out in one of his new songs from his new album, basically saying that he made her famous, and so she decided that during her Grammy acceptance speech, that would be the best time for her to talk about that, and she kind of called him out.
Yeah, and she's bringing more publicity to him than she really wants. I understand where she's coming from, but at the same time, that's her speech. That's her time to shine, not Kanye's. And by calling him out, that's still bringing publicity to him and not her.
Right.
So.
Right, and I definitely think that, Kanye West does not care about this. Kanye West is not sitting at home saying, it's a beautiful, maybe I should apologize or send her flowers. Kanye West does not care. All he's saying is
loves Kanye West, and that's about it. And sometimes Kim and his baby.
Right, and he's literally saying, thank you for the publicity. Bye, Taylor.
Yeah, seriously. I was so mad, I didn't get to watch the Grammys because I decided that going to the gym right after the KU basketball game would be a great idea.
Ooh, not a great idea.
No, it took me 20 minutes for a 5-minute drive. So, okay, get this. So I live on Greek Road, right? So I'm driving. I have to go, normally I just take Naismith right down to the wreck. No, I had to go down Naismith, by the towers, onto Iowa, and then onto 23rd Street, and then take Alabama and back roads through neighborhoods. It took me 20 minutes just to do that, to get through traffic, and I'm like, was it really that like, I just wanted to be fit.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be healthy. But
Was it worth it to go to the gym?
I mean, it was definitely worth it because I had a little bit of a rough day yesterday, but working out always de-stresses me, and I always go late at night because no one's there. So,
right. Well, my next question is, why didn't you just walk to the gym or run?
Because even though it was really warm yesterday, I still thought it was a little chilly, especially at night. Like, and it's dark. I don't want to, even though I'm going with a friend, I don't want to go in the dark. It's kind of scary, and you know, I thought driving would be a faster way. And it was. I went late at night, 9:45, and we finished around like 11. And
right.
I don't really feel like walking home that late at night, so that's
that makes sense. And I feel like whenever you decide to walk or run to the gym, you're like, on the way, they're like, oh, this is a great idea, like I'm warmed up. But then on the way home, after you've like worked out, you're just like, no, like too much.
Exactly. So I thought it'd be a great idea to, you know, drive to the gym. No, don't do it. Wait like maybe an hour, if that, to drive after a KU basketball game, because lesson learned.
Right.
Anyway, we will be back with an interview from the director of Crossroads, so stay tuned.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
We are joined by Director of Media Crossroads, Cal Butcher. Cal, how are you doing this morning?
Good. Pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. All right, so tell us a little bit about your role at Media Crossroads.
Media Crossroads. I'm the director of Media Crossroads. This is the 4th year that we've been here. Actually not here. This is our brand new debut. I think we've been here 4 weeks in the library, Anschutz Library, but Media Crossroads is kind of a jack of all trades. We are here to be a classroom for journalism students. We are here to be a studio for anybody who wants to come in, whether it's the community people or students from other things, and we even have other special events and things that we can broadcast.
Okay, and so obviously, like Cal mentioned, Media Crossroads had a big move from the student union to Anschutz. Tell us a little bit about learning about that learning that you're going to have to move to the library, kind of like what that process was.
We didn't really want to move. The union is part of their remodeling and trying to work into the master plan of KU, had the idea that they want to get more retail in, that they want to do different things. So basically the union did not renew our lease, so we had to look for a place to go. Because we do so much to help the university with our LTN interviews and publicity and recruiting, the university gave us an extension. We were actually supposed to move last summer, but we got to stay until December. Anschutz Library wanted us. Libraries are changing.
Right.
You used to think of a library as a place where you went to go get books, and now they're taking most of the books out of the library. So there's space. So they wanted us, and there's kind of a partnership between the university and the libraries and the J School, and lo and behold, we are here.
Excellent. And how important do you think it is to have a space such as this where students can come and learn about multimedia and practice, their television skills? Like, how important is that and how big is that?
Communication is part of everything. I will tell our journalism students all the time that you get a degree in journalism, you're learning to communicate, you can get a job in any field. So I think that for students who aren't journalism majors, you still need to learn how to communicate. Funny story, I was watching a KU basketball game at Johnny's the other night, and I was sitting at the bar next to a guy who was cheering for KU. Turns out he's an engineer from KU. But he said that engineers are a dime a dozen, but engineers who can communicate with people are valuable. So it's all about communication. So Media Crossroads is a space here where students can learn to communicate.
Right, that's awesome. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us today, Cal. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I would like to add that Good Morning KU on Tuesdays, we have a small crew. We would love to have more volunteers. So if you want to be part of Good Morning KU on Tuesdays, just stop by Anschutz Library.
All right, thank you so much. Catch us next week on Tuesday morning. Thank you so much. Signing off, Good Morning KU.